I used to believe that even someone like me, whose talents awakened, blossomed, and took root on the battlefield, could begin a new life. And in that new life, I would be able to create a family, something that I'd been desperately yearning for. But I was mistaken. How tenacious. It's been a long time since someone made me swing my sword more than 10 times. Are you the famed Argrick? The talent that blossomed on the battlefield? He knows who I am. I never thought I would be so happy about that. Huh, what an honor that you recognized me. Duke Thermion. Dne Empire Argrick. Huh, you know my name. I do. One of 6 Hexa-class knights in the Althean Empire. Just a day on this battlefield was more than enough for me to feel the weight of the black wave. Althean Empire bout Thermion. So, you faced me despite knowing who I was. It would be such a shame to end a talent like yours prematurely. Tell me, do you have any intention of surrendering? Obviously. I was born on the battlefield, so I will also die here. Despite saying that, I can see regret lingering in your eyes. You would have made a good rival. If you were able to grow a bit more. However, if that is what you wish, then I hope that in your next life, you will be able to let go of your regrets. The war between the Dne Empire and the Althean Empire lasted many years. My mother was a young widow, a refugee of war. She left me alone in this chaotic world while I was young, taking her final breath. It was obvious what would happen to a war orphan. A life solely for my own survival, where I would do anything and everything to live. After turning 14, was sent into my first battlefield. And there, my talents awakened. The mana core in my heart raised my movements and senses to a level that couldn't compare to before. Commander Argrick, I plan to recommend you for the upcoming special knight appointment. After surpassing 3 mana cores, and becoming a quad core with 4 cores, with your talent, joining the 5 Hexa-class knights of the Empire wouldn't be impossible either. I finally acquired the opportunity that I've been wanting desperately. After this war, I might finally be able to find peace from this weary life. I was finally about to achieve everything. What a shame. I wanted to reach higher. I wanted to create a family. And like that, my dream was pitifully crushed. I thought it would end there, but, oh. Is our little Dane finally awake? Haha, he's a good boy. He doesn't even cry. What is this? How are his eyes so clear and beautiful? I'm sure this child is God's gift to us. Ha, he is. A gift of God. What, child? What are they saying right now? Dane, you must become a fantastic spearman and follow in your father's footsteps. Father? Arkin Sogers. What are you saying? Dane will become a fantastic assassin. Lily Sogers H. Honey, come on. How are you going to turn our youngest into an assassin? That would be horrifying. A man should use a spear. The spear is the most beautiful, complete martial art. Like I said, an assassin is better than a spearman. He could sneakily hide in the darkness to assassinate targets and slip out unnoticed. That's much cooler. That's right. I thought I would meet my end there, but I ended up reincarnating. Not just that, it had to be in the Althean Empire, my enemy. As the youngest son of a certain count. Then let's just do this. We'll teach him both. Sure. I'm sure Dane will become an assassin. And currently, my new parents are Dane, become a spearman, spearmen are the best. He will become an assassin. In the middle of a heated debate about my future. I'm sure because I was born in their later years. They want me to follow in their footsteps even more. What, already? My lord, we have arrived. Now, Lily, please take my hand. Ah, what if the members of the castle see us? I am only trying to hold my wife's hand. Why would that matter? All right now. Careful, careful, what a sight for sore eyes. Oh my. It looks like Dane's happy to be back home. He's smiling so happily. Yeah, if it's a house like this. It might be easier for my talents to spread wings than I thought. 2 months later. Abubu. You baba. Our Dane can babble now. Abububu. So I am babbling, this is a new experience on both sides, Abubu. Opportunities to meet young children were little due to my time wandering on the battlefield. The few children I did see were those wrapped in bandages and crying because they had nowhere to go. Many cried for their parents. As they slowly succumbed to starvation, fading away. Compared to that, House Sogers is a fortunate and wealthy place. I won't be starving here. Ha, Dane, look at this. This is called a spear. How is it, Dane? It's long and pretty, right? This man, is my father. The strongest Hexa-class spearman in the Empire, Arkin Sogers. Despite the looks, he was a war hero known as the Blue Whirlind. Seriously? How can you enter the child's room with something so sharp? Abubu, I just wanted to show it to Dane. Didn't I tell you? No early education. Previously the best assassin in the Empire, Lily Sogers. If you keep doing this, I'm going to teach him the basics of stealth while he's still young as well. And this is my mother, who has raised her voice higher than one would expect from an assassin. Dear, everyone is doing it these days. The famed magic house, House Teleport, puts a staff next to a child the moment they are born. Is the spear a staff now? The spear is sharp. What a harmonious family. The reason the two of them are putting so much importance in my future, is because my 2 elder sisters chose careers that have neither to do with spearmanship nor assassination. Look at this, Dane. If you do this, Tada. Your cheeks become fuller. Abubu. Kia. Look at Dane, he's even cuter now. Arabella Sogers. Ugh. My cheeks. Due to her talent in magic power, Arabella had walked the path of a mage ever since she was little. At 12, she was already a 3-chain class mage. Since the highest class for a mage was 9-chain, this meant that she was a genius who was already past entry level. Dane, do you want to learn magic with me later? I'm so bored learning by myself every day. Stop poking. Summoning is good as well. Claire Sogers. Claire is also a talented summoner. She succeeded in her first summon at the age of 7, and she's now able to handle 2 summons at once. Claire, you touch him as well. He's so soft. Abubu. I thought she didn't like me at first, but it seems more like the jealousy one feels when they get a younger sibling. She's less wary of me than before. How can he be so soft? Right, right. Dane, it might be fun if you are talented in summoning as well, I'll teach you later. Huh, everyone wants to teach me their own specialty. My father, the Hexa-class spearman. My mother, the former assassin who had even attempted to assassinate the emperor in the past. My eldest sister, the genius mage. And my other elder sister, who is a genius summoner. The house of Count Sogers was the perfect noble family. And the ideal family that I had imagined. Is there a meaning to revenge in this new life? Although my death was regretful, that place was a battlefield. It's funny to even say that I would take revenge against someone who defeated me fair and square. Spearmanship. It has to be the spear. Stealth and assassination techniques are more useful. No. Magic is the trend these days. Summoning is good as well. I was always hoping for family. I'm glad I was born here. It is a harmonious family, right? There exists one special ceremony in House Sogers. The choosing ceremony. When a child born into the family turns 1, many objects will be put on a table before them. The people try to predict the child's future by the object the child grabs. Today is young Master Dane's first birthday, right? The young master is already 1 year old. Time passes so fast. The young ladies became a mage and a summoner, right? What will young Master Dane choose? We'll know at the choosing ceremony. Let's go in. Oh, the young ladies have brought objects as well this time. ReapersCans.com. My, how cute that. When did they grow up? Here, Dane, that you just have to choose the one you like. Sigh, what do I do? Everyone must be waiting for me to choose the object they've placed. Our little Dane probably can't help but get drawn in by Dragon Tail. Dragon Tail, the spearhead is made from the rare or Dukran. When mana is imbued in it, it becomes as sharp and heavy as the mana put into it by its user. A mystical magic spear. This is the spear I spent my life with. Take your father's spear, Dane. He's too handsome to become an assassin. But Dane will still choose the dagger. Humph. Dane will become a great mage. He's going to follow after me to the academy in the future. Subspace pouch, an object that can only be used by mages or those with talent in magic. Youngest, take your older sister's pouch. If Dane can summon, I'll take him and fly on Decaron together. Summon sign, the sign of a summoner. Summoners use this sign and receive a code depending on their talent. They can call upon their summons to rough it. That's my dream for you, brother. Damn it, why does it feel like I can hear what they are thinking? This is troublesome, but I can't avoid it. Which object should I take? Yeah, let's look at the crowd's reaction and choose based on that. Ooh. He's moving. Alright, Dane, choose what you want. Maybe something long and sturdy if possible. No. The short and sharp one is pretty, right? That's the pouch your sister likes best. You remember me showing it to you, right? Dane, on a summon with me. What's going on? Wait. Dear. What's happening? I don't really know either, Dane. Did you see that? All 4 of them reacted. My goodness, how is that possible? It seems the young master is a generational genius. Ha ha ha, I was talented in the war. But this life is on another level. Father. What do we do now? Has this ever happened before? I can hardly believe it myself. Then, do we need to teach him all 4? All of them? Well done, Dane. You've perfectly polished the technique I taught you before. Thank you, Father. Dane Sogers, age 7. Good, you're amazing. As expected of my son. Herman. My lord, I've brought it. Oh right, just in time. Father, is this? That's right. It's your birthday present. Originally, I was going to give it to you during your birthday banquet, but I wanted to give it to you before your mom did. Take it. I've been preparing this for 2 years. It was especially commissioned from a well-known craftsman in the capital. Happy 7th birthday in advance, Dane. Thank you, Father. I'll use it well. Amazing. The black spear handle and the silver spear head look amazing together. Also, it's so light. So. Do you like it? Yes, I love it. Good, I've requested it to be adjusted to your physique, so get used to it. Hee hee. Dane, do you remember what the difference between a sword and spear is? With a spear's length you can effectively restrict the opponent from getting close to you, and with its narrow contact area, it has high attack efficiency. Correct. However, when you reach a certain level, it will be harder to use than a sword. That's the fundamental problem of a spear. To attack your opponent, minimum distance is required. But don't worry about it too much. Every weapon has its pros and cons. Even swords, which are called the perfect weapons, become weak in certain situations. Yes, I will keep that in mind. Alright then, since you've got a new spear, I'll show you something awesome. So this is the magic power of a Hexa-class spearman. Even just the magic power he's emitting is overwhelming. Amazing. He only thrusted the spear, but the reason that the space here was distorted was because I emitted the magic power in my body at the same time as I thrusted the spear. This is a technique which utilizes the trait of a core that focuses magic power in one place. That humans can exceed their physical ability beyond its limits. As the number of cores increases, so does their limit. In my past life, I had a quad core. That's right. You've been studying well. Your father here has 6 mana cores. S6. If I didn't die, I could have achieved that. Now, why don't you give it a try? With your new spear, yes, father. Relax your mind. Forget about what you're thinking and just thrust the spear. Yes, father. In my past life I didn't have any interest in spears. After realizing my talent for swordsmanship I've only used it as a secondary. Alright, time to give it my all. He's got good form. It took me 7 years to implement this technique with Dane's talents. I wonder if he'll. Dane, how did you do it? I'm impressed. At the moment I thrust the spear, I gathered magic power into one place, and imbued it into the spearhead. And when the magic power reached the spearhead, I cut its flow. Wait, you imbued magic power into it then stopped the flow? Dane, did you form a mana core? Yes, while reading a book about creating mana cores, I tried to do it, and luckily I was able to. In truth, I formed it while doing mana breathing. You formed a mana core while reading a book. Truly, a genius has been born into our house. I've sensed it since you were young, but now I'm sure about it. Dane, one day, you will become an extraordinary warrior. There will be more surprises in the future for you though, will he really? 7th birthday of Dane Sogers, the youngest of House Sogers. Arkin. How long has it been? Duke Bout, how have you been? Geez, no need to be so formal, let's talk just as usual. Bout Thermion, greatest house of the Althian Empire, head of the Thermion Duchy. Many people are looking at us, I'll be less formal later. Do as you please. Moreover, do you know where the boy is? Dane. Come over here. Say hello to Duke Thermion. Duke Thermion. To meet him here. So is this boy, Dane, your son that you keep praising? My name is Dane Sogers. I can't help but get angry seeing him again. It's an honor to meet you, Duke Thermion. What a dependable son you got here. Looks like you don't have to worry about him. So, he's learning the spear like you, right? Yes, he is. Greetings, Count Sogers. Layla Thermion, youngest daughter of the Thermion Duchy. My name is Layla Thermion. It's an honor to meet you. May I ask, how is the Baroness? We're searching for any and all methods, but we've yet to make Alpha Nu Upsilon progress. You're going through quite the ordeal. But I am certain she will get better. If I suddenly disappear, please understand. It means I've used a scroll to quickly return to the capital. In any case, where has Dane gone off to? He seems quite the witty child. I wanted to talk to him a little more. I wonder as well. I don't see Miss Layla either. It appears that this party was boring for the two children. Honestly, I don't like following father around all over the place. But right now, I'm glad I came here with him. He looks even more handsome out in the moonlight. I'm glad to hear that. Our territory is a nice, peaceful place. It appears so. There's always something going on in our territory of Thermi. Nobles come every day to bow down to father, and sometimes even the imperial family shows up. Every time that happens, I need to go greet them in a dress. I hate that. I like dressing simple and swinging a sword around better. Oh ho. She must use the sword. What about you? I like both. This place isn't as lively as the capital. But every day, I look forward to my spear training the most. Spear. Oh, right. I forgot Count Sogers's nickname is the Blue Whirlwind. I've heard from father many times how incredible he is. Does this mean you're also aiming for admittance into the academy? No, I'm not training in the spear for reasons like that. Why not? Isn't training to join the academy the obvious choice? Getting in is incredibly hard to do. Well. I'm training so that I can do even better once I enter the academy. What? But, what if you fail to enroll? I'll simply have to try again. And if I still fail, I'll take it that this isn't my path. I don't believe it. Are you not afraid of disappointing members of your house? Not particularly. I'm so jealous, my house finds failure unacceptable. Ah. Please forget what I just said. I didn't know nobles worried about stuff like that. Why do you think that? You seem like you'll do plenty well. Ah, really? Then could you take a look at my swordsmanship? What? Your swordsmanship. Okay, just for a bit, though. Wonderful, where's your training ground? Follow me this way. It'll be fine if it's just for a moment, right? Hiya. Hap. Whoa, she flows smoothly between attacking and defending, and the timing of her attacks is great. But after a while, she starts going slightly off beat. How was that? It was fantastic. A delight to watch. Really? I should probably tell her though, right? Yeah, but, starting on your third form, you looked like you were taking half a step more. That's what it looked like when I thought back to the other forms. Because you kept taking half a step more than before, the later sword forms felt slightly out of alignment. Was I perhaps a bit too blunt? I'm sorry if that upset you. It's been a while since I've seen swordsmanship that okay. So that's what it was. The piece of the puzzle I was missing. Thank you so much, Dane. Hey. What are you dash? You have a real eye for this. To spot in an instant what I've been getting wrong all this time. Thank you that I'll remember this. You're suffocating me. Also, could you please put the sword away? Oopsie, sorry. She surprised me with the sudden hug. Young Master Dane, where are you? Miss Layla. Seems they're looking for us. Let's go back, then. Okay. Oh. There they are. Where have the two of you been? We've been looking, all over for you. I sincerely congratulate you on your 7th birthday. Congrats on your first mana core. And happy birthday, Dane. Thank you, father, mother. This is a brooch with the family crest. It's like the ones my sisters were showing off. Please treasure it, Dane. This brooch will now serve as proof of your status and honor. Congratulations on your birthday, young Master Dane. You have finally truly earned the name of Sogers. You will grow up to be a fine man like the Count. It's my first time receiving such a warm applause from this many people. Kaya. This tremor. What's happening? Damn it. Is it an enemy invasion? Father, calm down. That it is nothing to fret over. It's starting again. I thought we might have some quiet today. Do you have a guess as to who it is, Dane? No way. What is this? Would you look at the time? Your big sis wasn't late, right? Isn't that Lady Arabella? It appears so. Did the lady just use teleportation magic? My goodness, I heard that you need to be at least 5 chained to even open a small gate. For Our Lady to be such a genius. She's so loud and flashy. There's a monster up in the sky. My goodness, it's a wyvern. This time, it's Lady Claire. I was a step too late. I heard that she's a genius summoner but to control a wyvern. Isn't she only 16 years old? You're here. Yep. Dane. Happy birthday, little brother. I sincerely wish you a happy birthday, Dane. From me as well. Thank you, elder sisters, for coming all this way to congratulate me for my birthday. Of course we came now. Open it, I'm sure you'll love it. They only gave me a letter for my birthday, but they've even prepared gifts for their younger brother. Biz sis, isn't this a dimensional pouch? Yeah, I designed it myself. The subspace magic used was of the highest chain. It was my professor who made it though. Really, thank you. I know how difficult it is to imbue subspace magic into an item. Give me your hand, I'll put it on you. But what's even more difficult than that is designing an artifact capable of being imbued with it. Just so you know, I've applied your genetic code to it, so no one will be able to use it except you. It's the only one of its kind in the world. Judging by the fact that there's a small wave of mana, you must have used highest grade magic stones. If you imbue a bit of mana in the ring, it'll poof and create the subspace. You won't need to go through the hassle of opening and closing a pouch ever again. Something so valuable, thank you, elder sister. It was something only used by the wealthy on the battlefield, like commanders who were born nobles or magicians. I never thought I'd end up using one. Ah. The ring will also grow as you grow older, so, don't tell me. You opened the subspace even faster than me. You really are a genius, Dane. You really are incredible. You might have both a mana core and a circle. Dane, open my present as well. Yes, thank you. Huh. Why is this egg? It's not just an egg, you have to be careful with it. Huh. Then what is it? It's a familiar. I was trying to summon Decoron once and that came out. I don't know what summon will be born from it, but I do know that everyone in the world knows how precious it is. Yeah, I've heard about it before. Familiars, unlike summons, are a different entity, if similar to them. A familiar summoned once can remain permanently in this world, unlike summons. No one knows about it yet, Dane, only you. So, let's keep it a secret until it hatches, okay? Yeah, sure. Why are you guys taking so long? What are you whispering for? Even I don't know when it will hatch. So, make sure to pour mana into it every day, once in the morning and once in the evening, so that it recognizes you as its master. Yeah, I'll make sure to do it. Ha! Look at these incredible gifts. It's nice that your sisters are back, isn't it, Dane? Yes, mother, that I like it so much. Okay, princesses, while I am happy that you guys were able to make it after saying that you couldn't, could you also say hello to your parents? Ah, father, have you been well? I was just so focused on giving Dane my gift that I'm sorry. It's fine, it's alright. You all seem healthy. You came all this way for your younger brother. Rest well. Yes, father. Layla. Is she leaving now? But why, does she look so lonely? She was much more incredible than I expected. As expected of the best magician at the academy. She's a desirable talent. She also suits my son, the best swordsman at the academy. If our two houses could combine, it would give birth a faction that even the imperial family would have a hard time touching. Then no one will be able to mess with my house or my children. All right. I should mention engaging our eldest children during today's conversation. This sound. Are they in the middle of training? Who is training so early in the morning? Ha. Ha. Oh ho. House Sager's youngest son. Ha. Ha, how incredible. His movements and concentration don't feel like a 7-year-old's at all. Even his simple stabs are of such high technique that spearmen who have been on the battlefield for years could still learn from it. How is that possible? I heard rumors about him showing incredible talent at just 1 year of age. I thought they were just rumors, but they were true. Ha ha. Hold on, his stance and footwork seem similar to a swordsman's as well. Don't tell me he even picked up swordsmanship at such a young age. I don't know who you are, but it will help save your face if you come out instead of hiding. Darn. I got caught. More importantly, his movements, they feel strangely familiar. I've definitely seen them somewhere before. Sorry, Dane. I wasn't trying to steal a look at you. Ah. Was it you, Your Grace? Dane Sogers, the youngest son of House Sogers, greets Duke Bout Thermion. I was mesmerized by the fine sight of Sogers's new rising star training this early morning. Will you forgive me for my mistake? You are forgiven. Ho ho. This child has guts. Now that I look at him, how is his body not trembling even a little despite having trained this long? I hadn't made a mana core at his age either. Your stabbing attack was excellent, you've certainly inherited Arkan's talent. The spear you're holding, yes. I have been told that this spear was painstakingly prepared for me by my father. I am grateful that you recognized it. That was the best answer he could have given me. My son, even when he was young, also had excellent skills and manners, but not to this extent. Perhaps I should consider arranging a marriage on this side as well. Actually, my Layla has also been training her swordsmanship. You are of similar age, so you could be good friends once you enter the academy. Yes, Your Grace. I'll make sure to get along with her. Ho ho, I like your forthrightness, young man. Anyway, it seems like I have bothered you enough during your training. Well then, I will. Dane, I'm curious, have you ever trained in swordsmanship? Oh no. It seems like my habits came out without me realizing it. I'm not surprised he recognized it with one look. No, I have read some textbooks on basic swordsmanship, but I have never trained in it. I see. That's strange, I swear I sensed something akin to the raw battlefield on him. Ha. What am I thinking? There's no way that's the case, he's just a child. Oh dear, it seems like I have spent too much time on this simple walk. Well then, I shall see you later, when you see me off, yes, Your Grace. Take care on your way back. All right. If you happen to visit the capital, come look for me. I must repay the hospitality that I received here in the Count's castle, and I have become personally interested in you. I'll make sure to visit. Interest, I wonder if he remembers Epsilon. To defeat someone who defeated me before. Just thinking about it gets my blood pumping. If I start preparing for it step by step now, I'm sure I'll be able to do it. Bout Thermion, I'll definitely defeat you in this life. Young master. It is time to return. Herman. Were you waiting for me? My duty is to always attend to your needs from the shadows. Thanks. Shouldn't Herman receive stealth lessons? He seems went. How is it? Everyone's pretty busy, right? Yes, everyone seems to be busy with the preparations for the second banquet. And the other nobles have already begun to arrive. After all, it would be difficult for more than 30 noble families to arrive on the exact date. Oh yeah, what about my sisters? They opened a teleporter gate together and went to the academy. They said they didn't have a choice because they had midterm exams soon. That's a shame, but oh well. Let's go back. Yes, young master. When I have time, I should take a look at the gifts that my sisters gave me. Ha, the life of a noble is so tiring. Sigma, my schedule is more packed than usual because of my birthday. At least I can find some solace when resting in the garden like this. Mr. Gardener has cultivated this place so beautifully. I feel strangely at peace when I look at the flowers. My oldest sister said that flowers are what contain the most mana in nature. I have some time, so should I analyze the flowers' mana? I've been training as much as I can. I've not had any noticeable development in magic or summoning magic. I'm still not sure what I should focus on. Having too many talents can be troublesome at times. This is the flower's mana. This small flower contains such a massive rushing mana flow. If one can feel the mana flow of nature and make it their own, it can then settle into the body and become a magic circle. This body's mana affinity is tremendous. I can see something that others can only feel with their sixth sense. Haha. This is it. Mana, which I could only faintly see before, is becoming clearer. Huh. What just happened? Ah, I'm so bored. Father is too busy speaking with the other nobles even though we just arrived. We've totally been brushed aside. Let's just show our faces, then go back to our room to rest like last time. Are we allowed to do that, big brother? It's not like it's our birthday, who cares? You think that the Soger's family's young master will care about something like that? Damn. I think we lost our way again. Why is this garden so pointlessly big? Big brother, over there, there's a person. Huh? Did that kid also get lost? Hey, you there, seeing how you're dressed, are you a servant? Well, anyone's fine. Lead us to the exit. You guys, get out of there right now. Don't you see what's under your shoes? What is it? All of a sudden, is this guy shouting at us because we stepped on some grass? Why are you ruining the flower bed instead of using the path? Ha, you're being quite cocky for someone so small. Do you know who we are? Yeah, the brutes ruining the flower bed. What? Brutes, who do you think you're talking to, servant? We're the sons of Count Tyron, a guest of this castle. Count Tyron. He's the noble who got captured after I defeated him on the battlefield. He was a really irritating noble. Like father, like son. Even if this is in the southern countryside, surely you know about House Tyron. It's famous in the capital. Our house can make someone like you disappear without a trace. So watch your mouth. Words won't get through to him. Are you crazy? How dare a mere servant look at us like that? Big brother. Big brother, are you, okay? This crazy, what the hell, blood, my nose is bleeding. I'll kill that bastard. You. Go ahead and try it. You've gone mental, huh? Alright, I'm looking for blood today. Brother, Wesh'll take care of your nose, you sit still. Crap. This slippery little rat. Looking at his footwork, he's definitely not someone who uses a weapon. Then is he a mage or a summoner? Bro. This brat is so fast, I can't catch him. The flow of magic I saw earlier. If I can harness that magic to my will, then shouldn't I be able to compress that force into a physical form? Shall I test it out? Bro. Oh no. The flower bed is totally ruined. Ugh. Shit. To think that you can use magic, who are you? Brother, let's stop now, at this rate, something bad will happen. You get out of my way. I'm going to kill that bastard. He was a summoner, huh? How's this? This is my summon Genpu. I'll show you the consequences of messing with me, Digron Tyran. Genpu, rip that bastard to pieces. A mere wolf-like summon. It feels quite lacking compared to Sister Claire who can summon a wyvern. That's it. Rip that bastard's throat. What's going on? How is Genpu? What are you doing? Hurry up and rip that bastard's throat. Brother, he's wagging his tail. Ugh. What did he do? Hey, Genpu. Good boy. How did this happen? Now that I think about it, even Sister Claire's summons were quite friendly. However, I had simply thought that was due to my blood ties with her. Thus, in a situation like this where there's no relation, it may be that I have a very high favorability, but it could also mean that bastard's favorability had hit rock bottom. That doesn't make sense. How can a summon betray their master? So, do you want to continue? This little brother, let's just go, we've lost. Be quiet. I'm going to cancel my summon now. Brother, I actually. Crap. How embarrassing. They're all over the place. For your information, the bathhouse is in basement level 1 of the main castle. You. Wait right there. I'll be right back. Let's go Denar. Hey, at least take your summon with you. It's actually quite simple. It's just like how Sister Claire taught me. The faint link between that bastard and Genpu. After carefully overriding that magic with my own, Genpu became connected T Omicron mu epsilon. To think that I, who hadn't done anything close to an actual summoning, just because of my high favorability, would succeed at summoning. Is that the brat who bullied you? Yes, it's that bastard. Ha, that idiot escalated things. Not only did he bully me and Denar, he even cancelled my link with Genpu. My name is Magar Tyran. I am the head of the Tyran Count family, one of the capital's great nobles. Are you the brat who made my son's face like this? And forcefully took his summon? Yes, that's right. He looks fatter than the time I captured him as a prisoner. Peace is really great, huh? As an invited guest, I plan to let it pass if possible, but this is something I absolutely cannot overlook. Why are you in a place like this alone? Reveal your identity. Dane Sogers, the youngest son of Arkan Sogers, the Lord of the South and the head of the Sogers Count family. What? This brat, was Dane. The youngest child of the House of Sogers, huh? Looks like things have taken an unexpected turn. He was taken prisoner by that guy, Argrick. Even though he didn't achieve anything during the war, I'll maneuver the situation in my favor so that the Count is held responsible, and use that as a pretext to demand mining rights. The nobles that look down on me will now bow down before me. You're the birthday boy, Dane. That is correct. Arrogant brat. I didn't come to this backwater southern land just to celebrate your birthday. So, what do you plan to do about this? You wounded my son, a guest you yourself invited, you even stole our summon. This is a grave crime. That's right. Today is your last. I'm going to speak with Count Sogers personally and hold him accountable. Let's go. You can practically see right through him. Yes, I understand. But before that, I expect an apology. What? An apology? What impudence. That bastard. Yes, while it is true that I hit your son's nose and hurt him, I was threatened and just defending myself. Also, I didn't steal your summon. Genpu just chose to follow me. What? There's no way Genpu would do that. Father, that boy is lying. Hold on, I heard that the second daughter here was a genius summoner, right? I understand how it is. There's a good chance that girl taught the boy how to forcibly cut off a link. Even if what you say is true, it's only right to grieve a summon being stolen. Yet still, are you saying that you expect an apology first? Yes, that's right. Humph. Who exactly does this boy think he is, acting like that? How arrogant, to talk back when his elders are speaking. Even bothering with this boy is making my jaw ache. Alright, I won't scold you any longer. Let's go see what Count Sogers has to say about it. He seems really eager about this. You were looking for me? Father. See Count Sogers. Duke Thermion came too. I just got lost in the garden with my little brother. So, I asked your son to guide us. That really is like father. He cares deeply about his family, but he's not the type to be biased toward any one side. Even in conflicts with outsiders, he can tell right from wrong. All of the sudden, he headbutt my nose, and he kept using this weird technique to mock me. So just to scare him I called out my summon, and he stole my summon from Mu Epsilon. He tried to attack me. Given that he can lie with such a straight face, I'm eagerly anticipating his future. Count Sogers. I only intended to give him a warning, but stealing someone's summon is clearly not right. I just simply can't let that part slide. We cannot stop at only hearing one side of this quarrel. I'd like to listen to what Dane has to say, then assess the whole of the situation, would drawing a conclusion then do. If you're worried about me making a judgment on my own, I'll request that Duke Thermion also give his opinion. If you really need me, let's handle it like that. Damn. Thermion getting involved is just going to make things more complicated. I've got a bad feeling about this. Dane, explain yourself. Well, just explaining how it went down should be enough. Although it's a little bit different from what actually happened, some of what Tyron's son said is true. However, the flowers that we grew with such care in our gardens, he stepped on them as he pleased. I only told him to get out. The one who got angry and grabbed the other person by the collar for what they said, it was him. That's a lie. When did I? Continue, Dane. What's more, I heard it very clearly. When he summoned Genpu, his command was to kill me. Also, I didn't steal his summon. His summon came up to Mu Epsilon first and saw my goodwill. What kind of 7-year-old has that kind of vocabulary? I never stole his summon. Nonsense. It's impossible for a some Tau Omicron submit to someone who isn't even a summoner. He clearly must have used some sort of secret technique. No. I possess an innate affinity with summons. A summon that is not close enough with their master could submit to someone like me. What kind of absurd? Is that really possible? Yes, it's true. Ha. He's not seriously asking us to believe that, right? Each of their stories are different. If this is how it is, we should be able to prove it with just a summon. Yuk. Of all times, the Duke butting in now. Dane, could you prove it to us? Yes, father. What should I do? I can't summon Genpu. Digron, what's the matter? Summon it, quickly. Father, the thing is, I can't. How can you suddenly not summon something you summon several times a day? I already severed the connection, of course, there's no way he could summon it. Father, I will summon it now. In order to do that, it seems like I need a sign that he possesses. What did you say? My sign. I can't believe you're demanding my sign. What kind of nonsense is that? Even if someone else uses a sign that has another summoner's unique code engraved on it, there's no way it would work, according to what you say. Even if he uses your sign, it shouldn't work. What's the harm in trying, then? Would it not actually prove your words true? Damn, since he isn't wrong, I can't really decline. Hand your sign over for a bit, Digron. But father. Hurry up. Since a summon sign has a summoner's unique code engraved on it, no one else is usually able to use it. But the Genpu that Digron summoned was imbued with my mana. The summon sign is only a vehicle, the Genpu that has already connected with me will answer my call. Father, how did my Genpu? This is impossible. Amazing. You said that he never learned spearmanship. That's correct that I'm not sure what brought this about. I'm sorry for summoning you just for this. And thanks for showing up. Damn, this has turned into a disaster. What should we do? We've confirmed his summon. Do you acknowledge it? It seems that Dane was telling the truth. It appears that we were mistaken in believing our summon was stolen. My son wasn't truly trying to kill Dane. Isn't that right, Digron? Yes. I was just trying to scare him a bit. I never meant to try and kill him. Look. He clearly didn't mean to. Ha, this punk just keeps going on and on even now. It's not true. Layla. Layla, what brings you here? I heard your voice during my walk. Greetings, Count Sogers and Count Tyron. Yes, this kid is the Duke's daughter. Anyway, what were you saying? He lied. Actually, I happened to hear their conversation during my walk earlier. What? She heard everything. Is that right, Layla? Would you mind telling us everything you heard? So what happened is, Priya persons. I wasn't expecting this, but thanks to her, things went smoothly. Digron, what are you doing? Hurry up and apologize. I apologize, I was wrong. I would like for you to apologize to my son, not me. I understand, I was just about to ask him to do that. Digron, quickly. Ugh, father. Sorry, Dane. Is it really an apology if you're only lowering your head because you didn't have a choice after a third-party witness came forward? I don't really want to accept it. But based on my past experience, instead of being stubborn, it'd be more beneficial for me to show generosity. Alright, I accept your apology. Thank you. Phew, that was close. I knew he was special, he could have been stubborn about it since the other party was in the wrong. You can stop your little argument here. Dane accepted the apology, after all. Personally, I have no intention of letting this incident slide. You tried to kill my son with your sum. See Count Sogers. That wasn't. I don't want to hear your lame excuses, Count Tyron. Take your family and leave this castle. What? What are you? I came all this way without complaint. If I get chased out now, it'll all have been for nothing. I need to stay in the castle at all costs. Count, please forgive us. I'll do anything you ask of me. Just this once. I have no need for you. I'll be sending soldiers to your room. Let us go, Duke. Come on, Layla. Serves you right. Anyway, I didn't know they started this, so they're only reaping what they sowed. My father could get so scary when he's angry. Is that true? You defeated him with a mana bullet? Yes, that's right. Spearmanship, summoning, and now magic. How outstanding that has history ever seen such a talent? Certainly, I am glad to have such an exceptional son. Really? Talent is one thing, but he sure is calm. Usually, when kids fight, they get agitated and insist they're in the right, but Dane doesn't. I have no doubt that your son will grow up to be a fine man. It's too early to tell, we have to wait until he's all grown up to be sure. Today's incident was resolved peacefully thanks to Layla. Without your testimony, things could have turned ugly. Oh. Does he see Layla in a good light? In that case. Why, she simply stated things as they were. If you insist, then how about we talk about their marriage? Don't tell me he wants Dane to marry his daughter. Oh, my, the sun is already setting, it's almost time for the banquet. I'll be leaving to get ready. See Count Sogers. Happy face. Layla, take your time on your way back with Dane. Sir Arkin, let us talk a little. There's no stopping father. Anyway, why did the summon ignore its summoner and obey you instead? I've seen famous summoners duel many times in the capital, but I've never seen something like this. I'm not sure either, that it just kinda happened. Huff, you're hiding it, aren't you? Not fair. Even though I helped you. Not fair. I also helped you. Don't you remember when I helped you with your swordsmanship? Ah, now that I think about it, you're right. Well, it's true that she was a big help this time. Let's just say that we both helped each other out once, and we can help each other out one more time. Wow, that's a great idea. I want to use it right now. So impatient, I wonder what she wants to ask of me. What is it? Teach me how to use mana bullet. What? Why do you want to know that? Because I want to grow quicker, of course. I want to make at least 2 mana cores before entering the academy. She's still young, so why is she so impatient? Is her family strict? I want to grow up quickly and make my mother happy. My mother loves me a lot, you see. She'd definitely be happy if I grew stronger more quickly. Right, I heard the adults talk about it. Countess Thermion is bedridden. Alright, if that's why, then I can't exactly refuse you. Really, really? Then let's start tomorrow. I'll be here until then, or do you want to start tonight? Alright, do whatever you want. Mana bullet shouldn't be too difficult once you understand the flow of magic. I'm so excited. Dane, it's your turn now, what's your request? What I want. I heard that Count Tyron got kicked out of the castle. What did he do for that to happen? I heard that Tyron's eldest son caused some sort of incident. That's right, I heard that he picked a fight with the young Master Dane and got taught a lesson. They came all the way over here and caused a scene, how embarrassing. Also, did you hear? There's a rumor that young Master Dane is also an outstanding summoner. Oh. Does that mean that Soger's house will now be a prestigious summoner house? That's not all. Apparently he also uses magic. Oh my, is that even possible? So you're young Master Dane, the one from rumors. I am Baron Opent. Do you happen to know anything about the Opent territory in the east? I do, sir. That I heard that the territory is famously known for its grilled trout and sapphire. What a bright young man. That's right, the Opent house's trout and sapphire are the best on the continent. I heard that you were very talented in many areas. I guess that was true. At any rate, I brought my daughter as well. I almost introduced her too late. There, say hello, Sylvia. What's this all of a sudden? Hi, my name is Sylvia, it's nice to meet you. Sylvia Opent. Ah. Yeah, I'm Dane. You're the one who's inheriting the Soger's house in the future, right? What? I don't really know. Don't feign ignorance. I heard that you're also talented in many ways. Please take care of me. It's possible we'll become family in the future, after all. Why yeah, please take care of me as well. Why are kids these days so straightforward? Dane, you were here. Layla. Lady Layla. And who is she? She's. Hello, Your Highness. I am the eldest daughter of Baron Opent, Sylvia Opent. Oh, yeah. How nice it is to meet you. Ugh, this familiar killing intent. Girls are scary. Sorry, but I'll be borrowing Dane for a while. We already had an appointment, didn't we, Dane? Oh, you're right. Sorry, Sylvia, let's talk again later. Sure, that's too bad. Yuri Seingia called dibs on him, huh? The darling daughter of the Duke, who holds the most power in the capital second only to the Emperor, how dare she try to take him away? Versus the young lady of the Eastern Baron. She's no match for her. How are you two acquainted? Is she perhaps someone you might get engaged to? Engagement? It's not like that. We were just greeting each other. Really? Of course, her expression instantly lightened. Look, we've arrived. This is the secret spot that only I know about. Wow, who knew there was a place like this? That's right, we won't be bothered by anyone else here. Wow, amazing, I didn't know this kind of place existed. No one will know if we do it here. That's right. It's a good place to train. In any case, I wonder, have you ever felt mana before? A little bit. Not enough to form a mu alpha nu alpha core, but I have tried tau omicron intake mana by breathing it in. So you're not at the emission stage yet. I learned it naturally on the battlefield. You'd think that a ducal house would teach her this. Let's start with something easy, then. First off, you have to feel the mana that you intake into your body. Feel it inside my body. Yeah. If you want to expel mana from your body, you need to learn how to control the mana inside it first. The important part is the imagination. Imagination. Close your eyes and imagine mana swirling within you. Picture it whirling inside your body, like blood circulating through your veins. 1%. Okay, I'll do as you say. I can tell by her expression that she doesn't get it. This action becomes the foundation for everything that you can do with mana. It's the very basis of it. So I know you can do it. Dane, it's not really working. That's normal for your first time, even if it's the basics. Focus again. Oh ho, even at his young age, our son is already teaching someone. You're all grown. What are you doing over here? Gee, good heavens. Your Grace. Ha. No need to be so surprised. Is there a couple having a secret, late-night rendezvous? What do you mean, a couple? Anyway, how did you get here? Have I intruded? In any case, what a sloppy show of stealth. Your wife is the Empire's legendary assassin, yet you haven't learned a single thing from her. I did my best in my own way. If the castle's owner goes around peeping on others' affairs, they'll speak ill of you, old man. Peeping? I just followed my son. Huh. You too. I followed my daughter. I'm hardly one to say, but you are a hopeless parent. Did you figure that out just now? Let me see as well. You had a dimensional pouch like this? Yeah, my eldest sister made it herself and gave it to me as a present recently. Oh my, I'm so jealous. My older brothers stopped paying attention to me when they entered the academy. But why a mirror? I brought it just in case it could help. What, can it? It's easier to picture something in your mind while looking at a mirror instead of relying on imagination alone. Really? Yeah. Stand in front of the mirror, get a full view of yourself. Okay, I'll try. She's being quite serious. Layla seems to have taken a liking to your son. Does it seem that way? Of course, it's not common for her to open up like that. Did something happen? She seems like a bright child. She's only bright on the outside, I can't say the same for the inside. After her brothers left for the academy, her mother was bedridden, so they haven't been able to be together like before. It has led to her finding it difficult to open up to others. So that's what happened. But you understand her situation, why act so cold toward your own daughter? Did you notice? I'm doing it on purpose. When I raised my sons, I showered them with attention and they grew to be spoiled rotten. Don't just assume that Layla is also going to be like that. She'll be hurt. No wonder she asked Dane for help instead. You still nag like the old days. What? When did I do that? Tell me, will you be sending your son to the capital? If you are, how about letting him stay in the ducal castle? I did it, right? Yeah, you did great. I'll do as Dane wishes. Just as Arabella and Claire have done. However, if Dane says that he's going to the capital, I'll make sure to do as you say. It'd be nice if you came by while you're there. What? You want me to spar against you all day long? You've gotten sharper. I was wondering where those two had gone off to. Why are they acting so shamefully? Indeed, the love they have for their children holds a strange sway over them. I'll just pretend I didn't see anything. Thank you, Dane, I think you're a real genius. I've heard people call me a genius a lot, but compared to you, I don't think I'm much. This is only the beginning, you'll definitely grow as well. The other two quietly left. Are you going to go to the academy as well? That's where all of the Empire's geniuses gather. Well, I don't know yet. Do I have to go? I can get pretty strong just by training alone, you idiot. Studying isn't everything, that's where you go to form your noble faction. You need to go if you want to form connections from a young age. For a 7-year-old child, she's pretty knowledgeable in how the world works. I know, but I'm not interested in going to the academy yet. There's a mountain of books I haven't read in the library and I still have a lot to learn from my parents. That's true, but don't you sometimes want to play with the other kids? I heard that your older sisters are both attending the academy. She's persistent. I'm thinking of going in the future if I feel like it. You have to tell me if you do, okay? Yeah, Omicron Kappa Alpha Upsilon. When you visit the capital, you need to visit my house and see what I practiced as well. It's a promise. Sure, I'll send you a letter if I plan to go to the capital. Right, Dane, when are you going to tell me your request? I'll tell you when I go to the capital. What? We'll be off. What is this? It's your birthday present. I hope you like it. It looks valuable. The symbols of our Thermion house are revenge, the sword, and the blacksmith. The history of the house began with our progenitor, who was a blacksmith. Thanks to him, our house has the best forge in the empire. No, the best forge on the entire continent. All of the Thermion-made weapons that guide the empire were made in that forge. Yeah, I know. All the ores in the world can be found there, and all sorts of mystical weapons and artifacts are created in the greatest forge on the continent. If you go to the forge and show them that insignia, they will create a weapon of your choice for you. This insignia is basically a certified check that proves the honor and skill of whoever holds it. My word, such a precious insignia. Isn't it something even the imperial family desires? Grow well and help your father. Thank you for this, Duke. Are you sad to see her off, Dane? Yes. Very. She's practically my first friend. When you go to the capital, you'll be able to meet her again. Become even more handsome and shock her. Yeah, I can't stay here forever. I'll see you again when I visit the capital. Stay well until then, Layla. It's quite odd. Every time I look at Dane, I am reminded of that man. That warrior, Argrick, who showed the ability of a triple-class warrior at a young age. If he were still alive, he could have become one of the hexaclass knights of the Draenic Empire. Dane, I wish to see your grown self soon. A few days later. I'm feeding it mana every morning and evening. Is it too early for it to hatch? An egg holding a mysterious familiar. Even if someone weren't a summoner, if they could instill the egg with their mana and imprint themselves as the master before it hatched, then they could permanently control a summon that usually only sticks around temporarily. The quality of my mana obviously needs to match with familiars, and there are probably a lot of tricky conditions that haven't been fulfilled yet. I heard that there are eggs that never hatch because their conditions are never met. I hope that's not the case. Even if I change the flow and strength of my mana, there's no reaction. Maybe hoping I would succeed in one go was too greedy of me. Young master, are you ready? Ah, is that Herman? I'm coming. I definitely just heard a young master. What did I just hear? Give me a second, I'll check the egg first. I don't feel anything different. Was I mistaken? Huh, I got excited for nothing. The egg showed a reaction. No, I think I imagined it. Let's just go. Amazing, young master. When did you train with the sword? I just wanted to swing it around a little. As expected of the genius, you are even talented with the sword. Learning how to use a new weapon was fun, and I wasn't able to hold a sword during that time since my father was watching so closely. Thankfully, I haven't lost my touch yet. Please have some snacks before continuing. Okay, thank you. It might be good to train in this as well. Phew, the same thing every year gets tiring. Still, we gained a lot during the last banquet. I was able to confirm that many nobles are paying attention to the south and that most of those nobles are hoping for a good relationship with us. Since the war ended, the south, with its good climate, holds many things the nobles covet. Maybe their interest should have been obvious. Still, those interests couldn't even be compared to the attention Dane received. The conflict with the eldest son of Count Tyron was outside of my expectations. But he calmly and logically explained the situation in front of the adults. And even confidently proved his talent. He's too mature and I sometimes wish he would act a bit childish like other kids his age. It'll soon be time to go. Dragon tail, let's make him swing it a bit today. Swordsmanship. Why is Dane using a sword rather than a spear? That's right, that damned Duke must have said something to him. He wouldn't be swinging the sword here after training with the spear for so long otherwise. But still, he seems quite experienced with the sword. The strength he's displaying is something even those who train with the sword their entire life can't imitate. Just when did he learn this? However, one thing's clear, he's talented with the sword as well. Dane, I've been watching you. Just when did you learn swordsmanship? I got totally exposed. Maybe it might be best to tell my father the truth. I didn't really learn it. Is that so? So it is talent. Spearmanship, magic, assassination, summoning, and now swordsmanship. If I was someone else, I wouldn't have believed that a child could show talent in all these fields. Dane, are you curious about the world? Pardon, are you saying, that's right, the world outside the walls? My thoughts are, that maybe this county is too small for your talent. You will be the one losing out if you continue staying here. It seems he's realized that he can't hold on to me forever. To be honest, I am curious. Good, then we'll now need to begin preparing for you to go out into the world. Really? Of course, although it is regretful, I must heed the desire of my son. And, I've brought you something a bit more special today. This is. Do you recognize it? It is Dragon Tail that reacted to you on your first birthday. That's right, I do remember. It reacted to me. Here. Try holding it. Amazing, there's so much power here. It's reacting much stronger than when he was one. No one can blame you Epsilon anymore. I will make his talent with the spear shine the brightest. I am thinking of at least making you master the spear before leaving, so be ready. Yes, father. Dane, this spear will one day be yours. Before then, grow strong enough to wield it with pride. Of course, rather than Dragon Tail. I will work hard to wield your teachings with pride, father. As expected of my son. Alright then, shall we begin? Yes. The outside world. I've always been curious about it. Even during the days when I was roaming the battlefield. In my life as Argrick, all I knew was war. Tidying camp, cleaning my weapons, eating bland food. And going to battle. The only way to escape was for the war to end, or die in battle. Just those two ways. I couldn't even imagine living a life outside the battlefield. But as Dane, the situation is different. I don't know how my talent will be used. How the world will accept me, or what I can do in the world. But I have the opportunity to travel everywhere and accomplish anything. For a while I only wanted to stay and enjoy the warmth of this place. But thanks to father's question, my thoughts have changed. Alright, let's go outside. So you've made a decision, son. Mother? When did you come in? Don't worry. You were so deep in thought you didn't even hear me knock. Was I? That's right. I heard from your father that you would be deep in thought. So, are you curious about the world outside the county? Yes, father said it would be a waste of my talent to stay here. And after thinking for a while, I'm curious about the outside world as well. I'm sorry, mother. Do not apologize, Dane, but my sisters aren't here, and if I leave for the outside world as well, I am fine. Your mother knows, Dane, I know just how amazing your talent is. Even if you didn't want it, the outside world would have called for you. Mother. It would be amazing if you could stay here longer with your mother. But the world won't let you do that. So go and do what you want to do, Dane. Yes, mother, that even if I leave my home, I'll return often and tell you everything I saw in the world. Thank you, my son. Then, looks like I'll need to prepare to send you out to the world, just like your father. Pardon? By preparation. I was planning on teaching you tracking and going slowly from there, but it seems I'll need to get you on board with setting and avoiding traps as well. Ugh. Am I going to receive special lessons from mother as well? And there are skills that eliminate corpses. Ah, right, you'll need to learn the structure of the human body too. My goodness, I'm going to be exhausted before I even step outside. In any case, your mother will teach you many things. Yes, mother. I'll do my best to learn. Special lessons from my parents, with love. Yeah, if I want to go out into the world. I'll need to get ready. Southern region of the Althian Empire, Sogers County. With its warm climate and abundant natural resources. This place became a cornerstone of the Althian Empire, so that they would not tire out during the war. And thanks to Count Sogers's magnanimous ruling, it was a region of peace and warmth. And finally, once the war ended, the few small rebel forces were all apprehended as well. At last, an era of peace which feels to persist for eternity, has returned. Did you hear the rumor? I heard that young Master Dane visited the shops. Really? That's right, he went and bought something from a shop. I heard that the eldest daughter of the shopkeeper fainted that day. Goodness, so the rumors are true. I heard that he becomes more handsome by the day. I wish I could see his face at least once. I heard that he hasn't been betrothed to anyone yet. Should I try? What? Are you crazy? Hey, wake up. He's only 14. Well, from what I heard, he doesn't seem like a 14-year-old at all, really. Yeah, I heard that he's already as tall as the Count. Whoa, maybe it's because the Countess is tall as well. That's the gene difference. One thing that's clear is that he could be mistaken for a 20-year-old. His handsome silver hair and green eyes will make my heart stop if I see him. I'll need to see him the next time he comes. When do you think he's going to come again? Well, I heard that he visits the shops often. Ah, right. Now that I think about it, I heard this from the forest keeper as well. Really? Then it might be easier to meet the forest keeper first and go from there. What? Are you really doing this? County outskirts. An area infused with ancient magic, forest of the last days. Here, Dane is executing the escape mission that his mother Lily Sogers had given him. The direction of the wind is southward. Since I saw the Cheryl spider here before, I'll need to go west. 3 more hours. I need to get out, before the sun sets. One of the most important things in assassination is not getting caught by your enemies. During the set period, Dane needed to avoid the traps and nets set up by his mother, and escape from this forest that houses all sorts of other dangers. Breathe to take in the air and mana of the surroundings, and hold it in before breathing out again. And after prioritizing stealth and assimilating with the surroundings, traps that are hidden in unexpected areas begin to reveal themselves. Like right now. Thin strings that are nearly transparent fill the entire area. Looks like the traps will activate as soon as I touch them. It's the most basic, but that's also why it's the most dangerous mechanism. But it's a relief this one is easy to disarm. Ugh, what? No. It's a Rizzle pack. I didn't expect them to appear here. They're charging at a pretty scary speed. I need to deal with them quickly. Wait, it'll be more dangerous if I touch the trap in the process. It can't be helped. I need to get out of here for now. Alright, they fell for it. I dealt with them without having to do anything. Kook, it's fast. Obviously, whatever it's spitting at me is dangerous. Phew, I can't waste my time here. Haha, ugh. I think I'm going to throw up. At least I safely escaped the forest. Is there something else? Damn it. Just when I let my guard down. Mother. Impressive, Dane. A total of 3 hours and 30 minutes, you were faster than me. Were you watching the whole time? Of course, I can't just leave you alone. Well, I know your talent better than anyone, but as a mother, it's a little different. I see. Amazing, you did very well. I couldn't find a single fault. Are you hurt at all? No, I'm fine. Really, you'll end up getting scouted as an assassin at this rate. Here, take this. It seems that this will fit you better than it does me now. This is, your dagger, Nighthorn. Can I really take this? Of course, I won't be using it anyway. Nighthorn was created from the mysterious ethereal ore. The ore can take the elements of the object. If you wish, it can store all the poisons in the world. I know that it can even mix the absorbed poisons and use them. Thank you, Mother, I'll treat it well. Thank you, Dane, should we return? Phew, so I guess that's all the training I can get from my mother. Mother, did you hear that as well? I did. It seems someone is in the forest. Let's go quickly, Dane. Yes, Mother. Sogur's County Annex Tower. Where am I? I was definitely eating mushrooms in the forest. You're awake. You're still being detoxified, so please don't move. Huh? Why is a young man detoxified? Did you save me? Yes, you ate a red-nose mushroom. Fortunately, we found you in time. That was a red-nose mushroom. It's a dangerous mushroom. If we were even a little late, you would have been a corpse. Here, drink some water. Ah, thank you. His belt had the insignia of the Nixian Magic Tower. He's not an ordinary person. If it wasn't for Nighthorn, I wouldn't have been able to save him. Thank you, so where am I? The Sogur's County's Annex Tower. Sogur's County. So I didn't just get lost in the southern region, but I was poisoned by the mushroom and walked all the way here. Please rest for now. I've informed my father, he'll soon come to see you. What? Your father? Then you are, yes, I am the youngest son of Count Sogurs, Dane Sogurs. Ho. Is that so? So you're the younger brother of Arabella, the genius being eyed by all of the magic towers. So how did you find me? In truth, I was training with my mother in the forest. What? In that crazy forest? Even as an 8-chain mage, I lost my way, the flow of mana reversed while I was casting my spell, and my body was ruined. Is that true? The entire forest holds ancient mana, there are those damn traps everywhere. That's right, that forest is our property. It is a dangerous place for anyone who isn't a member of the Sogur's house. Also, since the flow of mana is different from what modern mages use, it is the worst place for a mage to be. You were in grave danger due to the mushroom as well. Is that so? So I nearly ended up dead there. Wait, then, is this bow /U03A5 already strong enough to train in that forest? Are you the one who made the antidote as well? Yes, that I am. He only looks to be somewhere in his teens. But he formulated an antidote that requires extensive knowledge and precise production skills. How can a family like this exist? On top of those 2 generational geniuses, even the youngest son is. If we were still at war, the Sogur's County may have become the most powerful noble house within the Althean Empire. I'm greatly indebted to you. Indeed you are. Look at this kid. Rather bold of him. Ahem. I should pay back the debts I incur. But first, let me introduce myself. I am Sidrain Gauss. Not too long ago I was the head of the Nixian Magic Tower. I invite you to share whatever you'd like with me. Since I have everything except what I don't have. Former, head of Nixian Magic Tower Sidrain Gauss. He must be referring to a subspace. Ah, is that so? There are plenty of mages who survive without a home by placing everything in a subspace. Humph. What's this? I said I'm the head of a mage tower. Normally, people would be surprised or humbled, but this kid isn't fazed one bit. You won't have a chance like this ever again, no need to hold back, you can just tell me what you want. Expectant. I'll take my time to think about it. Ha! Indifferent to the end? What kind of kid is this? Well then, please get some rest. He's the first ever to treat me this way. I was thinking of taking my leave after staying a day or two, but that won't do now. I'll need to have a closer look into that interesting fellow. The head of a magic tower. He must be remarkably skilled in the field of magic. I'm sure he is. From what I've heard, he's an 8-chain mage. Wool, if he's 8-chain, then he's higher than Lady Arabella. Well, yes that he is. Young master, that means a powerful figure is indebted to you. Magic towers function as independent territories of this continent, like a nation. Who would have imagined he'd be such an influential person? But I wonder, what was the head of a magic tower doing wandering the forest? That place is no ordinary forest. It's what the mages consider a forbidden area. They call it the Forest of the Last Days. The forest of the Last Days would indeed pose a challenge, even for mages, but he's fortunate enough to have lived thanks to you, young master. Herman, get me a new sword. The ones I'm using now are all lightweight and short. Ack. I see, those were all spoils of war the Count brought back, so, I'll prepare a longsword for training tomorrow. Thanks that I'll wrap up today with this one. Ah, come to think of it, I had that too. The crest Duke Thermion gave me. It's already been 7 years since that day. If I go to the capital, I absolutely must visit him. Dane, it looks like you're training incredibly hard today as well. Yes, father, I thought you had matters to attend to outside the castle. I see you've returned early. Things wrapped up earlier than expected. And I had a reason to hurry home. Because of the head of the magic tower? More or less. Who knows, maybe he could be of help to Arabella. As I thought, he was thinking that somehow, maybe, the head of the magic tower could be of help to Arabella, but I'm not sure he could handle her temperament, what with how she punched one particularly annoying senior of hers. In any case, you did well in saving another's life, Dane. I just did what had to be done. It's not something just anyone can do. What you did was amazing. Ah. Are my sisters unable to come this time as well? About that, why is it so difficult to even catch a glimpse of my own daughter's faces? Arabella has just finished up her extended semester and is picking a magic tower to join. And I hear Claire received a request from her professor to take up an appointment as an assistant professor. They're both so impressive. Your sisters are impressive, true, but I have high expectations of you. I wonder how the world will handle you with your many talents. I wonder as well. The thought of catching Bout off his guard already has me laughing. Duke Bout Thermion. I want to cross blades with him again someday. In any case, I wonder how Layla is faring. Her last letter came maybe 1 year ago. Well, I guess I can find out when I go to the capital. A few days later what? I'm not fully recovered yet. I'm about to go stir crazy from staying in this room for so long. So, don't venture out too far, and for now, you are forbidden from using magic. What? Forbidden? Yes. Your magic reflux has not yet been purified, and the poison in your body has yet to be fully nullified. You will have to wait a bit longer. I guess I don't have much of a choice. It's been a while since I was last unable to use magic, so this will be a change of pace. But since I can't stand being here any longer, let's go out. You don't even know your way around here. If he stirs up trouble, I suppose I'll be the one suffering. Mages are either geniuses or nutcases. Listen to this, that he went up and down to every single floor of the building dozens of times, and now, he spent a few hours looking at flowers in the backyard. But he's supposed to be an incredibly powerful figure among the mages, isn't he? So what if he is? He's completely nuts. Our Lady Arabella needs normalcy in her life, but I really wonder who crafted this garden. I would never have guessed these flowers possess such extraordinary magic. I dropped by to see how you were doing, so this is where you were. Huh, did you think I ran off somewhere? I was told to stay here until I fully recover. Yes, I wish for that as well. In any case, this region is a fine place for one to rest and recover. I can see why nobles come south once the vacation season hits. It is an amazing place, yes. Though a bit of a shame, given how I have to leave soon. What? You're leaving? Where are you going? Not that far, that I'm going to the capital. Oh, the capital, that must mean you're going to the academy. Ah, and your sisters are at the academy as well, aren't they? They are. You'll have an easy life there. His sisters are famous for having sublime levels of talent, so I wonder how much this boy has. Should I take a look? Gah! What is this thick mana? His mana is unbelievably dense. If geniuses in his age group could be considered a stream, then this boy is a raging rapid. That amount of magic would normally be so unstable it would be bursting out, so how? Don't you think that assessing another's magic without permission is a bit rude? Ah, could you tell? You've got skill. Ahem. I'll apologize, that was thoughtless of me. There's no possible way I can believe this. Could there really be a person who possesses such incredibly dense ma as this boy? Huh. What could he have seen that has him so surprised? Wait, but why don't I see a circle? With that kind of density, I should be able to see a magic circle. It can't be. He has 2 mana cores. How were you able to form mana cores? Is there something wrong with forming them? Of course there is. You possess such a crazy density of mana, yet you really plan on wielding a spear? And to have this kind of magic with just cores alone and no circles? You're voluntarily turning your back on the greatest talent ever seen. Then can't I just use both of them? This is so frustrating. Where in the world should I even start explaining this? Do you know why the lifespan of a magic swordsman is so short? They are powerful because they possess both mana cores and circles simultaneously. However, cores and circles interfere with each other, and when they clash, a problem arises. It's a law of sorts. The mana compressed in the core is transmitted to the circle, so a circle that cannot handle the result of their clash will burst. Well, I had figured out about as much for myself, but is that really impossible? Yeesh. Such a waste of talent, a waste. Is it impossible to use magic without a circle? While not impossible, without a circle's refinement, how are you going to be able to use spells that require purified magic? Also, it's not like no one before you has thought like you do. However, the majority of attempts I've seen have failed. Then, shall I try it? What? I haven't tried it before, but it seems like it should be possible. What is this crazy Beta Omicron Upsilon saying? If I rearrange the magic code. Oh, it worked. Still, it's only at the level of a basic one-chain spell. What the? How is this even? This kid clearly has no magic circle, so how is he using magic? This is absolutely unbelievable. You should only be able to use raw magic through the refinement of a circle, and yet. My sister Arabella has said that my affinity for magic is high. Maybe that is the reason. Even so. Is this what the commoners mean when they describe gifts that are impossible to imitate? A so-called innate talent / This really works, so you can use magic without a circle, now I know. Innate mana affinity. Along with mana purer and denser than anyone else's in the world. This boy is the real deal. Would you consider becoming my disciple? Wait a moment, please. Let's have a talk, I said. Ignoring such an incredible talent as yours would really be a shame. Do you, by any chance, know how to use 2-chain magic? I don't know the code so I can't. Oh ho. Then that's great. If you become my disciple, you could do 8-chain magic immediately. No, thank you, I won't. Huh, I didn't realize you had gotten so close to my son already, father. Son, what were the two of you discussing? Well, he kept asking me to become his disciple and I refused. Disciple. Count Sogers, your son possesses the talent to become a great mage. Huh, is that so? Probably even greater than you can imagine. He even succeeded in using chain-level magic without a circle. Without circle. Is that true, Dane? Yes, father. I'm pretty sure you had no basic knowledge of magic, and that is why his talent is so impressive. As expected of a former head of the magic tower. You could immediately see my son's talent. It's not a matter of simply having talent. Your son's a genius. He could even become a rare magic swordsman. The sword's better than the spear. Magic swordsman. Crap. The word you should never bring up in front of father. That's right, a magic swordsman. Are you finally interested? If he becomes my disciple, I'll take full responsibility. I'll make him into the Empire's top magic swordsman. What's this? Why do I feel such a chill? Cannot he and become a magic swordsman? But why not? A swordsman paired with magic, he is uniquely suited to become one, don't you think? My boy Dane won't become a magic swordsman, he'll become a magic spearman instead. What? Was that the issue? Huh, why are all the people in this family like this? To a mage, becoming a disciple carries great meaning. Mages normally raise successors through the act of something called inheritance. This tradition has carried through from ancient times and is still practiced even in modern times when universal magic education has been established. That's right. What the head of the magic tower is looking for is not simply a disciple, but a successor. Given how an 8-chain archmage is hanging around me like this, it means my talent really is something incredible. After having heard so many compliments, I do sense something swirling in my body. Ah! I have that thing. When you want to see me, try pouring magic into this crystal ball. Okay, let's ask Arabella. Sis. Arabella. Sis. It's me. Dane. Dane. It's my brother. What? Dane, you used a 1-chain spell. You don't even have a magic circle. Yeah, but it worked when I tried. I knew your mana affinity was high, but I never expected it to be this great. The circle only takes care of circulation and purification. Maybe it's just that my mana is already pure enough. Sounds exciting. Alright, we'll need to test this. Dane, I'll send a mana stone to the transmission machine in your room. Could you pour a bit of your mana into it? I'm glad I have my older sister. I wanted to learn a bit about my mana, anyway. Hearing my 6-chain sister say she'll help me reassures me. By the way, if you're already using chain-level magic, you'll probably receive a lot of attention in the academy, no? I'd rather not draw attention to myself. There's no avoiding it. Talent always draws the attention of others. And tell me if anyone tries to bully you. I'll utterly destroy them. Ah, now that I think about it, I heard you broke the nose of that male student who was getting all friendly with you. The second son of the Dwell Duchy. Don't even talk about that bastard. Anyway, even without a magic circle, with enough time, will your mana's purity continue to increase? I don't know. So you're not sure, alright, let's take a look at that. Senior Arabella. The professor is looking for you. Ah. Dane, I have to go now. I'll contact you later. Sure, sis. I'll see you later. Okay, I'll send you that magic stone soon. I might be forging a path that has never existed before. I never thought my mana was this pure, do I have a dragon's heart inside here or something? Ha, I'm going to die. I used mana to confirm his status, and my condition only worsened. I thought I would be able to leave here soon, but that's done for. If he'd just accepted my offer. Oh ho. Then that's great, if you become my disciple, you could do 8 chain magic immediately. No, thank you, I won't. Just what should I do, to get him on my side? Should I give him some grand artifact? Or the inheritance magic passed down to me from previous generations? No, that's too much. If I get scammed after that, I won't have anything left. Are you inside? It's me, Dane Sogers. What is it? Is he here to apologize? Or did he change his mind? Yes, come in. So you were in your room. I came to you because I have something to tell you. And that is. Wait, has this guy. Ha. I knew this would happen, so you decided to become my disciple. No. TCH, then what are you here for? Didn't you say you have no interest in magic? It's not that I have no interest. Then why do you not want to be my disciple? Wait, do you perhaps already have another? No, I don't. Ugh. This guy is playing around with me. If not for any of those reasons, why are you here to see me? I don't know the rearrangement code for 2 chain magic yet. And it's difficult to learn from my sister since she's living so far away. In the end, the best method is to learn from Mr. Sidrain. Since he owes me for saving him in the forest, he won't be able to refuse me offhand. I don't want to only walk the path of a mage. What? Then are you really going to be a magic spearman? No, I'll become a magic spearman assassin summoner. What? Does something like that even exist? I'll add swordsman Tau Omicron that as well. What sort of absurd? Arg, this is frustrating. Very frustrating. You still refuse me? Even though you know that you won't get the chance to become my disciple ever again? Yes. Damn it, he's set in his ways. Maybe that will work. Are you perhaps interested in a letter of recommendation? Letter of recommendation. I heard that you want to enter the academy. If I write you a letter of recommendation, you'll be able to start off with a great reputation. Now that I think about it, that isn't a bad offer. Alright, sure. Gee, good. Now we can talk. Then could I make another request? Kihihi, this guy, he's finally changed sides. Alright, I'll start with this and secure my grip on him. Of course, anything. Ask me anything. Could I learn the rearrangement code for 2 chain magic? Of course. I know the rearrangement code for all 2 chain magic in existence. Oh, really, thank you. Huh, don't mention it. This much isn't. He is still young. A letter of recommendation for the academy and the rearrangement code for 2 chain magic is nothing. Shall we begin our lesson? Although I'm not in the best condition right now, this much is nothing. Yes, that might be for the best. I just reeled in a huge catch. Alright. With this, I'd say you repaid me for saving you from the forest. What? You said it yourself. Since you owed me, I could ask for anything. That's why I asked you for what I wanted. What? Then you becoming my disciple. That won't be happening. Ha, I was tricked. By a child who's only 14 years old. Wait. You asked me for 2 things. I only owe you for 1 thing. I don't think that's the case. What? First, I saved you from the forest. And second, I nullified the poison in you. I wanted to add the fact I carried you here on my back. But I'll let that one go as a bonus. How could such a daring child exist in this world? Ah, my back is starting to hurt. It can't be helped. If I continue to curry favor with him, he may change his mind in the future. It would be too much of a waste to give up on his talent and magic power. It's not a problem that you made a core instead of a circle. The important part is that you used chain-level magic without a circle. The rearrangement code for 2 chain magic that I will now explain is very complicated. There are countless individuals who can't do even this and give up. So focus and listen well. Alright. Look at those sparkling eyes. But I'm not going to make this easy for you. I can't just be taken for a fool. 2-chain codes are on an entirely different level compared to 1-chain. It is because you need to calculate the amount of mana yourself, the density of mana floating in the atmosphere, and even the state of your body, all at the same time. The reason most people give up on magic is because of this. It is very complicated. How's that? Did you even understand what I was saying? He'll naturally try to ask me to explain it in simpler terms. That is the basic explanation. Did you understand? Yes, I did. It was great to learn not only about the rearrangement code of magic, but also information I had no idea about. What? You really understood everything. Then tell me about the rearrangement laws of magic. The first law is coexistence. Magic power can exist with the physical world and with other sources of mana. Through coexistence, mages use their own magic power, and the magic power around them to activate their magic. Second is conservation. Unbelievable, he perfectly understood the nature of magic. If the magic power can collect enough of the element of the material, then through conservation, it can exhibit magic through all the different elemental attributes. And, he's adding his own interpretations. Most people would find this boring, but that doesn't seem to be the case for him. How does someone like this exist? Every time your chain increases, the code also becomes exponentially more complicated. Rather than explain it, let me demonstrate. For example, this is 1-chain magic. It can be cast using simple rules. However, that changes from 2-chain onward. It can't even be compared to 1-chain. This is the rearrangement code of 2-chain magic. They're knotted in complicated ways. It feels more difficult than in theory. How's that? This is the code that forms the 2-chain fire magic, fire arrow. Also, if you want more of them, you'll need to use the same code many more times. He must be surprised now. He's never seen the rearrangement code of 2-chain magic. Doesn't it look complicated? Most people will take at least a year after they can freely use 1-chain codes, before they can start using 2-chain codes. No matter how brilliant he is, he'll only be able to understand a portion of the code. But the important thing is the rule here. If he can't figure that out, nothing else matters. I'll observe him for about a week and slowly teach him the technique. Should I try as well? You. Well, it'll be difficult, but you can try it. Okay, then. This is 1-chain, right? Yeah. He can create the lines at a set length and width. Impressive, so 1-chain is easy for him already. And this is what you just showed me. Unbelievable. He's perfectly replicated the rearrangement code of the 2-chain magic. Did he understand it after only seeing my demonstration once? How did you do that? When I observed it, I memorized the rules and patterns. And when I formed the magic with them in mind, it wasn't that difficult. Truly, remarkable. Sigma Omicron Upsilon. Even I, as a magic genius, took a while to get to 2-chain. This boy was able to materialize it without even a circle. Then, I'll try fire arrow as well. What? Oh. I think it's working. Kook. He's able to do it so easily. This is nonsense. If I had his talent, I would have been able to attain my dream level of 9-chain. Am I doing it right? Why yes, very impressive. You are very quick to learn everything I tell you. Yeah, it surprised me that I could do it in one go. A mage without a circle, the world will flip out when they see him. I need to thoroughly hide his talent. All sorts of people will try to get closer to him and bother him. At least until he becomes my disciple. Alright, then shall we arrange a different code? Yes. I'll need to think about how I'll write that letter of recommendation to the academy. The magic lesson was more fun than I expected. Theory and practice that I'll need to properly learn both of them. But since I can use magic. Thinking about it, in my previous life, I was in a spot where I had no choice but to forego magic. In the circumstances where I didn't even know when I would die. Trying to make time to learn magic was a luxury I couldn't afford. To survive then, I needed to swing my sword. Because magic, up until a certain point, prioritizes theoretical learning over practical spellcasting. It makes me look forward to this life. Combining the theory I learned from my older sister with my born talent, I am able to show explosive growth with even just simple guidance. And since I'm even being taught by a former tower master. What magic will I learn tomorrow? Half a month later. What? You want to make a magic reagent? Yes. We don't have the materials, so I'll need to go out of the territory. A reagent already. Do not worry about him. He has learned 4 rearrangement codes already. Wouldn't it usually take a month for one code? And information about magic reagents shouldn't be easy to come by. Where did you learn about them? I learned about them while reading the books on magic in the library, and they caught my interest. As expected, geniuses are different. I never expected you to become curious about magic reagents. There are so many people who find them boring. But for you, you'll have fun just picking the materials as well. I guarantee it. Sure, this will become a good experience for you. And since you'll be outside, check out our territory as well. Yes, Father. Young master, please take some snacks with you. It's a new product. Their silver hair is flowing beautifully today. I trust that everyone is doing well. I'll come back for the snacks later. It doesn't seem like Count Sogers is a cruel lord. Well, judging by how he treats me, there are a lot of good stuff down here in the south. Delicious snacks, great weather, and good people too. It's a sight that would be difficult to see back in the capital. That's right, it's really warm here. How much until we reach the magic supply shop? I'm not sure, I haven't been there before. What? Herman, please guide us from here. Yes, young master. It's this way, not too far from here. I'm glad to hear that. Magic supply shop, my word, is it really, young Master Dane? Just like the rumors, your silver hair and emerald eyes are stunning. Thank you for receiving us. How's business recently? Same old. There aren't many people coming up from the fiefs to buy magic supplies. I've been selling things to foreigners or people who have a slight interest in magic. Still, to see the previous lord of the magic tower, Sidrain, is certainly a pleasure. Oh ho, she recognized him at once. Makes sense, there's only a few magic tower heads within our empire. Please feel free to look around. If there's anything that you want, I'll go look for it. Very well. Since it's your first time in a magic supply shop, look around as much as you want. I'll be talking with the owner for a bit. Of course. Whoa, this place is filled with cool stuff. And, somewhat strangely, I feel some kind of déjà vu. Moreover, if touch the supplies, I can see the magic reaction. It could be because my magic affinity is high. What's that ringing sound? There's a particularly strong reaction coming from over there. What exactly could it be? Young master, those there are just decorative items. Ah, is that so? Why don't you come over here and look at some potion ingredients together? Moonroot should be good as a basic ingredient. An excellent choice. There are at least 50 different potions that contain moonroot. I personally processed these, so they're very high quality. It's clearly strange. Yes, it's that thing. That stone is ringing. Young master, what is it? Herman. I feel something from this stone. Isn't it just for decoration? I'm not entirely sure myself, but this stone is unusual. I figured, if I imbue it with more magic, the reaction becomes stronger. Could it be reacting to only my magic? I see you have a good eye. This would be perfect as a sample. Then this moonroot and some Conwell berries should be good. Excuse me, what's this? Where did you acquire this stone? What is that? What kind of stone? Oh, stuff back there are just decorations. Decorations? Impossible. What kind of decoration has a magic reaction? Sigh, just thinking about that thing makes me frustrated. How come? Did someone cheat you with that thing? A few years back, some peddler gave me a big package as payment. Well, when I opened it, this stone was inside. That guy left. And I wasn't sure what it was, so I took it to a mage to get it appraised. In the end, it was just a rock. Strange, it's clearly not just a normal rock. Young master, if you're looking for something good, please come over here. I actually have a few special magic artifacts, you know. I'll show them to you. Ah, yes. This is my name card scroll. Although there seems to be a lot of pretty good stuff, this is what I want the most. If you put it in there, it automatically reads and stores whatever information is on it, and all you need to do is say a person's name, and then their card will show up. Also, I'll take that name card scroll and this stone, please. Huh. Why would you want a useless stone? I'm certain that this isn't an object I can just leave here. What do you intend to do with that thing? I didn't know you were interested in decoration or art pieces, or is there something special with that stone? Huh, you noticed? Of course, it's strange for you to buy a useless decoration. Correct, this stone definitely isn't just a decorative piece. It's clearly responding to my magic. Is that so? I'm not sure either what that stone is, but hearing that definitely piques my interest. Since there are too many people here, let's go back to the castle and look at it more closely. Of course. Can you really figure out what this stone is with this? Are you looking down on my invaluable experimentation tool? With this, I can definitely figure out what it is. Still though, a mage already appraised it and said there was nothing special about it. Whatever that mage did, there's no way it can compare to this. I put all of my funds into this state-of-the-art tool. It can analyze whatever object or tool you put on top of it. Incredible, let's try it out. Alright, I'm quite eager. Okay, put that stone on top of here and imbue your magic. There's something special. For humph. Now I can finally hold my head up high. This is a code. That's right. But it's not just any ordinary code. This is amazing. It's a code whose rules and structure, and of course arrangement, I have never seen before. This could even be as complex as a 6-chain or 7-chain code. So the magic hidden in this stone is what is manifesting that code. It is as you said, and your magic holds the key to unlocking that code. I say that since it only responds to your magic. What could it be? What is the magic in this stone and why does it only react to my magic? The magic sealed within is unfamiliar to me, but since I have my reputation as a former head of a magic tower, I will attempt this. If you succeed, then maybe I can find out why my magic is different from other people's. Well, probably. I wish you success, then. Arabella's personal laboratory. It's different, as I expected. It's clearly different from normal magic. Special characteristic. There is a special characteristic to the magic code Dane shared with me that even I don't have. However, which field of magic is appropriate for it, is not being revealed in these results. Magic reagents, magic gates, magic engineering. If it's none of these, what could it be? I'm sure there is something that fits it. Ah, that's right. There was a magic field code that had been lost. Dane's magic could be suitable for it. Where did I put it? Here it is: alchemy, divination, spiritualism, necromancy. There's even a primitive magic code. This. A book of ancient magic. Come to think of it, there was a magic kingdom a long time ago. There was also magic inherited from Archana. Given that it is an ancient magic from 2000 years ago, there is no one who knows how to use it. What am I saying? Ancient magic that disappeared over 2000 years ago, there's no way Dane's magic would be suited for it. But whatever. I've got nothing to lose. Let's try it for now. It's starting to show something. What could it be? Alchemy, divination. Or, it would be great if it wasn't necromancy. Unbelievable. What in the world is this? Oh. The seal is finally broken. There is something inside. That's right, that I'll take it out. A silver bracelet. It looks just like any plain bracelet you can buy off the streets. I thought there would be something special about its material, but I don't feel anything. This was it. Since it reacted only to your magic, you probably need to try wearing it. Ah. Yes. Oh. As expected. It is reacting. Huh. I can see strange characters. What? Let's see. Do you know what they are? This. That's right, these characters are ancient runes no one in this world can read. By ancient you mean, they are the characters the ancient magic kingdom Archana used. Archana, I heard about it from Arabella when I was young. She said that it was an age when every little thing originated from magic. But one day, that age suddenly ended. The only things that remain from that time are a few relics and stories passed down. And now this one line of magic code. I knew your magic was special, but I had no idea that it would be related to the ancient magic kingdom, and so that must be why I can move around so easily in the forest. That sounds to be the case. Since the magic from that forest originated from Archana. I've always wanted this kind of boy as my disciple. In any case, I don't think I see anything else in this bracelet. You can take your time finding out, however, don't go around talking about it. Okay, I'll do as you say. What's this sound? Don't tell me this warning sound is a monster attack. Very good. My body's almost fully healed. Shall I let loose for a bit? I can finally repay a bit of the hospitality. What are you doing? Go grab a spear or something. What is that? It sounds like the sound is coming from there. This sound doesn't have anything to do with monsters. The sound means my eldest sister is trying to contact me. What? You should have said so from the start. There would be no reason for monsters to be in this area. Now, if you can excuse me for a bit. Yeah, Sista, what's up? Dane. Why did you take so long to respond? Sorry, but why are you trying to reach me? While I was analyzing your magic code. Wait. Is there someone next to you? Don't tell me you also figured out that my magic is ancient magic. What? How did you find that out? So, you and Mr. Sidrain were analyzing some stone when you guessed it came from the ancient magic kingdom. And that stone only reacts to your magic, you said. Yeah, that's right. She figured that out from simply analyzing his magic. I knew she was a genius, but her talent is greater than I imagined. Does anyone else know? Nope. Good. Dane, listen to me carefully. Mr. Sidrain, please listen as well. You are better off keeping this a secret. If you let this be revealed now, you won't be able to handle the consequences, Dane. Ahem. Miss Arabella, I have heard quite a bit about you from Dane. Oh. Mr. Sidrain, I realize I went straight to the point without introducing myself. Do not worry too much about keeping this a secret. For if this were to leak out, not only Dane, but all of House Sogers would be caught up in the huge aftermath. As expected of you. You immediately understood the issue at hand. Is this exchange being recorded? No, the moment the conversation ends, it will immediately be deleted. That is fortunate that we don't want to have any evidence lying around. Also, I plan on returning to the Magic Tower and investigating this matter. Thank you for helping out. Miss Arabella. No, as a mage I am doing this out of a sense of duty, so don't be concerned. While we are talking, I heard you were looking for a magic tower to join. Have you decided yet? Not yet. However, I am not considering the Nixian magic tower. It does not specialize in the field I am interested in. I was wondering where that kid's decisiveness came. Looks like it came from his sister. Ahem. Ha. I see. You don't have to come to our magic tower after all. Sis is pretty straightforward too. I am sure there are talented people out there who will join. Anyhow, Dane, we'll talk about the details later, okay? Okay, sis. Stay safe. Your sister has become quite a great person. Of course, this artifact here was made by her too. She says this compact crystal ball is trendy among the young mages. Yes, impressive. But I have no need for such an item. When you reach 8 chain, contact with people is not something you want. If it's something important, wouldn't they just come find me directly? Ah, I see. It looks like he doesn't have any friends. Ancient magic, you say? That makes me very worried. Don't worry. If anyone targets Dane, I will make them pay. Sounds good. Then I will also silence them in my own way. They are so murderous, but there is nothing safer than being protected by the two of them. Anyhow, if that is true about Dane, then, does that mean our lineage holds latent ancient magic? That is a good question, and we don't know if any of our ancestors had it. I will check on my side of the family. What could be unearthed if both sides of the family dug into this? It's not really important, but I do wonder. Anyway, it looks like you have reached the limit in more ways than one. Dane, if you continue to stay here, that may interfere with your growth. You should consider slowly making your way to the capital. The capital. Indeed. As you know, you need to be at least 14 years old to enter the academy. And you are at that age now. Truthfully, I wanted to keep you for another year or two before sending you off, but it doesn't look like there's anything left here you can learn. Dane, if you so choose, you can leave whenever you want. I didn't realize they were having such thoughts. Go and indulge in your talents to your heart's content, Dane, you will do very well. Yes, I understand what you both are saying. I will prepare to enter the academy. That is a good choice. Good, it is time for me to move on to the next level. Ho! Is that your choice? Yes, it is a bit sooner than I expected. You have made a good choice. Having your talent be restricted here is such a waste. Also, a word of advice, don't reveal too much of your talents at once. While the academy itself is a place that welcomes talent, not everyone thinks that way. That's right. Arabella told me before that she had outrageous situations happen to her. Well, mediocre kids wouldn't even be able to keep up. But House Thermion is a different story. That's right. Come to think of it, I did tell her I would visit her if I went to the capital. If I don't visit, she would be greatly disappointed. While I'm at it, I should think about what weapon to make using the crest Duke Thermion gave me. Let's see. If there are 3 months until you enter the academy, you should depart from here in 2 months. That seems about right. How about you? I am going to return to the magic tower. I have thought of something I need to do. Thanks to you, I have resolved my issue with boredom. I will let you know every clue I find about ancient magic and anything else regarding it. Really? I would greatly appreciate it. Then the problem that remains would be your lessons. Given how little time is left, we need to accelerate them. 3-chain is incomparably more difficult than 2-chain, yes. I will study hard. And I prepared a gift for you. A gift? Yes. I received this yesterday from my sister using teleport magic. It is a very hot item. Oh. This is the new compact crystal ball that hasn't even come out yet. Arabella developed this new product and I pulled strings to get it as a favor. It is quite small and pretty. Well, I don't need something like this, but I will graciously accept the gift you prepared. Please use it to contact me. Oh. This is a structure I can register my code in. Even though he claims he doesn't need it, he looks so excited. That's right that you do this there, haha. This is very simple. He won't be contacting me often, will he? The academy, I need to seriously make preparations for the remaining 2 months. My interest lies in summoning to some extent. Let's make it my goal to officially take classes in summoning, be issued a summon sign, and have a chance to take the qualification exam. Since Claire is an assistant professor, maybe I will see her often when attending. I forgot to imbue magic into the familiar. For 7 years straight, I dedicatedly imbued magic into it every morning and night, but, there still is no response. However, given how the magic I imbued it with is not going anywhere else, and is being absorbed by the familiar, I am sure it will happen someday.